5 myths of real estate in Nigeria. What are those things that are stopping you from purchasing your own property? And what are those bare room discussions that are preventing you from owning the property of your choice? Are they facts or are they just bare room myths? Stick around to the end of this video to find out. It is an undeniable fact that real estate is one of the leading sectors in Nigeria, and everyone contributes to the nation one way or the other, either through jobs, GDP, investments, and the likes. And real estate being a massive industry that it is, it's understandable that there are a lot of misinformation and mass communication that informs you and shapes your idea and perspective of the real estate industry. Some are merely statements taken out of context, and with 10 years experience in the industry, trust me when we say we've seen it all. In today's video, we'll be going through the myths of buying landed property in Nigeria and stating the facts in those statements. Stay tuned to the end of this video because some of these myths might be costing you a lot of money in the future. Hi and welcome to Max TV. My name is Wale, and on this channel, we share real estate content that can help you become a better realtor, a better investor, have a general understanding of the real estate market and how to make more sales. If you are new to this channel, kindly click the subscribe button. I'll wait for 5 seconds, after which I assume you've done that.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alright, and if you enjoy watching this video, click on the notification button so that you get notified and you don't miss out on our new content. The very first myth, and quite frankly, which is the most popular, is the assumption that real estate is meant for the rich. We have encountered this myth in various forms, like for example, some said, I need a lot of money to buy land, I'm too young to own a landed property, and some even say real estate is a big man's game. Whichever form of this myth you've come in contact with, well, the answer is false, and they are all fallacies. Because yes, real estate is capital intensive, it costs a lot to begin building projects from the foundation to the roofing, and also yes, it takes a lot of money to renovate a house. So what of land banking? So what of real estate trading? And what of real estate trusts? Have you ever explored these ideas? So an average Nigerian, the word real estate is associated with buildings, skyscrapers, duplexes, bungalows, and the likes, which might cost a lot of money. But if you look a little bit deeper beneath the surface, you find out there is more. And just like the philosopher Bacon said, knowledge is power. You can join a real estate investment trust and benefit from collaborative investments, and also land banking is another alternative that provides you good investment opportunities. You can also sell properties built by others and earn as much as 15% on commissions on those properties. The good thing is you can approach real estate investments from different angles and still earn your profits from it. But if you want more information on low-cost real estate investments, you can scroll through our channel and get a link to our blog where you find a more detailed article on low-cost real estate investments. You can find the link in the description of this video. And the second myth out there is that all real estate investments are good investments. I know it sounds counterintuitive because we're a real estate company, but on this channel we believe in providing you with the right information. Hence I'll say, well, not all real estate investments are good for you. Many people buy properties without research. Some buy because a friend advised them to, and others buy because of FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. This often leads to people buying properties they don't need, which in turn ends up as a bad investment. And every aspiring investor interested in real estate or landed properties, to be precise, should know the difference between an investment property or a buy and build property. As we've already established earlier on this channel, an investment property is one which you purchase with the intention to hold for a while the value goes up to resell later in future at a higher price, while buy and build property is that which you purchase with the intentions of building immediately and are mostly found in developed environments and areas. For instance, cash flow is the aim for most commercial structures, which is why they should be situated in developed environments with a lot of traffic. Siting them in areas, for example, 10 kilometers away from population is going to be a waste and is going to be disastrous. So stop jumping into investments. You need to identify your needs before you make that transfer. The third myth out there is that property will always appreciate. Well, property will always appreciate eventually, But this brings us back to our initial point, which is you need to identify why you are going into this investment before you purchase any property. Previously, buying property in every location you see because you have the money or because you've heard the phrase real estate is everlasting isn't such a good strategy. Except you are buying property for your great grandkids, you need to understand that some properties are more favorable than the others. So the fourth myth is buying is always better than renting. Well, the watchword here is always. This is a myth, and let me explain. Owning a home in your name can both be iconic and fulfilling. It gives you a sense of ownership, stability, and lifelong satisfaction. In some scenarios, the case might differ. Both buying a home and renting a home have their financial advantages. However, buying a home is not for everyone. An article by Investopedia outlined 10 reasons why renting is better than buying, and that link will be attached to the description of this video. Some of the points covered include no maintenance costs, no government taxes, more flexibility as where to live, and no need to bother yourself about the depreciating value of the property. You can check out the article later, but one thing that's most important, especially in the Nigerian environment, is the cost. You don't want to break the bank just because you want to build a house, because after building the house, what next? There is still an interior cost, taxes, furniture, and the likes. So if you cannot afford all of this after purchasing your home or building your home, then it defeats the purpose of buying or building a home in the first place. Property buyers all over the world have a connection with properties they purchased in their name. And from traditional times, buying a home has been seen as the adult thing to do, but has no ties to financial intelligence. So in some situations, buying a home is the better thing to do, while in other cases, renting a home is best. This depends on the case-to-case basis. The fifth myth is the fear of government encumbrance. Many people have heard stories of people who purchased property and lost it to the cold hands of the government. Well, I'm here to let you know this is just a myth. So far you have the genuine documents of this property you purchased, you have nothing to worry about when it comes to government encumbrances. Let me explain. Take for example, sometime last year in Lagos, government was said to have forcefully taken land from people who are inhabiting the property in that particular area. Now, people who have claims to this property without the genuine document can't prove their original or authentic ownership of these properties. This is why we always advise people have a legal advisor to take a good look at the property documents to be sure they are genuine. Because a lot of people out there purchase property and get fake documents. So if you have genuine documents of your property, you have nothing to worry about. You can sit back, rest assured your property is yours and will remain yours. So folks, we've come to the end of today's show, and I hope you've been able to learn a thing or two. Stay tuned for the next episode, and don't forget to click the subscribe button and also the notification button so you get notified when we drop new content. Till then, it's bye for now.